Hi friends in Flosstube land, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. It is Saturday, November 25th at approximately 7:27 p.m. Eastern Time. Happy belated Thanksgiving to everybody out there. I hope your Thanksgiving day was filled with lots of fun, lots of food, lots of family, lots of whatever you did to celebrate the day. We ended up a little bit of a sad story. I ended up being stranded at work on Wednesday night. Pardon me for a minute. I'm gonna go get the stink bug out of my house. I hate stink bugs. Stink bugs gotta die. So I'm gonna go get the stink bug that my cat over there is trying to get off of our mini blinds. So give me just a minute, I'll be right back. Hi there, I'm back. Sorry about that. It was actually a box elder bug. It wasn't a stink bug, thank goodness. But I threw it out. There is a stink bug in here. It's crawling on the string on my ceiling fan. So yeah, when I get done with this video, Mr. Stink Bug is gonna die. If you don't know what a stink bug is, they're kind of flat, kind of brown, kind of a weird little itty bitty teeny leaf shaped bug. And if you irritate them or they feel threatened, they release this nasty smell. They stink to high heaven. That's why they're called a stink bug. And in my house we get stink bugs in because, you know, we have plants around the front of our house, and stink bugs like the plants, and they're looking for someplace warm because it's getting cold outside, so they come in the house. And anytime I see a stink bug takes a bath. I get one of those little like Gladware little containers, put some water in it, add some dish soap, swirl it around with a toothpick, and I usually try and get the stink bug off of whatever it is and drop it in the water. Let it swim for a couple of seconds in the soap. Gives it a nice little bath, and the stink bug goes and dies. And I like it. I clap when that happens. I hate stink bugs. They're gross. I don't like them in the house. Box elder bugs, on the other hand, there's a ton of them all over my neighbor's house. I don't know if you guys are on my Facebook page, but I posted a picture of all the box elder bugs all over my neighbor's house about a week or two back. And box elder bugs are a little bit of a nuisance, but they don't produce a stink. That's gonna bug me. They don't produce a stink. They don't damage anything. They don't eat anything. They come from box elder trees or sugar maples. We have a couple of sugar maples around the area. In the wintertime, they like to find someplace warm, so they'll usually hide up in siding and stuff like that. And they're kind of all over the neighbor's house. We have them on that side of our house as well, where our neighbor's side kind of meets up with ours. Our driveway goes between our two houses. So yeah. Oh, there's a box elder bug up there with Mr. Stink Bug too. Great, 2 bugs to kill. But anyway, so box elder bugs don't really do anything. Stink bugs really stink. Both of them can, if you let them go in your house, they poop. All bugs poop. Fleas poop. Everything poops. But their poop can stain stuff. I don't know if it'll stain walls, but it can certainly stain fabrics and stain furniture and, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. So, yeah, the box elder bugs, I just pretty much flush them down the toilet. You can pick those up. Stink bugs, it's not recommended that you pick them up even with a little napkin or something, because when they release their stink, it permeates everything, and that smell is disgusting. So if you've never smelled a stink bug, be very thankful. They really stink, and one stink bug stinks to high heaven. But usually what I'll do is I'll just drop them in a little bit of soapy water, and then when they die, either dump the water outside or flush the whole water down the toilet. I used to keep track of my stink bug kills on Facebook. It was kind of funny. I think the most I was up to on one night was 6 or 7, maybe. But yeah, my stink bugs usually just take a bath. I clean the stink off of them, make them die, and then I flush them or dump them outside. But yeah, they stink. They stink pretty bad. Even when they die, I think it's just like any animal or human, you know, when they die, their body excretes everything out of whatever they have. And yeah, so if you get a bunch of dead ones together, yuck. The stink is pretty bad. I don't like stink bugs. Actually, bugs in general don't bother me. You know, I like spiders. You know, I don't like them crawling on me, but you know, I'll pick up a spider. I usually move spiders. I don't usually kill spiders unless they're little itty bitty tiny ones and they're just annoying. I don't think we have a brown recluse in our house. We might. There's a bunch of them, a bunch of spiders in the basement. Dylan's seen them all. You can see their webs. You can see their little droppings and stuff. We need to get some Osage oranges, which are these like citrusy things, kind of about the size of a grapefruit, and they're bumpy on the outside. They come from Osage orange trees. They're also known as monkey balls. Apparently, insects, or spiders in particular, don't really care for the smell of them. So if you put them in various spots around your house, it'll make the spiders go away. You can get those here. I think it's kind of a Midwest thing, actually, but you can get monkey balls. They actually smell really nice. I kind of like them. You just can't eat them. They're not really good to eat. I don't know if they're necessarily poisonous to eat, but they're not really good to eat. They'll make you sick. I don't know if they're poisonous sick or if they're just we just can't digest them. But yeah, they'll make you sick. But you also have to watch too if you put them around your house, because they are a fruit or some sort of thing like that, and they will spoil. They will go rotten. But yeah, apparently you can, in some areas, in farmers markets around, especially around Ohio, you can actually buy buckets of them and, you know, put them around your house or whatever. But they're supposed to repel spiders. I don't know if they work on other bugs or not. But, yeah. The stupid stink bug's gonna die. Anyway, so enough about that. We had a good Thanksgiving. Anyway, sorry. I just found a hair sticking out of my thread heaven little thing. Anyway, so Wednesday night I was at work, and you know, we'd been having issues with our car starting for a little while. We'd been driving around a 2005 Ford Taurus that we bought in 1998, or not in 1998, in 2008. When we bought it, it's a 2005, so we bought it from CarMax, and it had about 34,000 miles on it when we bought it. It was pretty good for, you know, being a 3-year-old car. But we bought it in 2008. We paid it off in 2013. About once a year, we usually put a couple $100 of maintenance or some sort of fix into it since then. And so yeah, the starter had been going for a little bit, and I walked out from work on Wednesday hoping to go somewhere before I picked up my husband, get out to the car, and the car wouldn't start at all. Turn the thing, nothing happened. Plenty of battery charge, battery was fine. So I called AAA. AAA tow truck came. My husband made other arrangements to get him to where I was going to take the car. Anyway, the AAA mechanic showed up around 8 o'clock. I walked out to my car at about 15 till 6. So about 2 hours later, the tow truck driver shows up. He asked me to turn the key to show him what it was doing. He goes, yeah, it sounds like the starter. So I lifted up the hood. He got out a wrench or something. He had me crank the ignition key, and he tapped on the starter, got it to start. So he said, yes, it's your starter. Don't turn your car off. What I'm going to have you do, you don't need a tow at this point. He goes, but what I'm going to suggest is you don't turn your car off and you drive it to where you're going to have it fixed and just leave it there until they can fix it. Once, you know, once they fix it, everything will be okay, but it's definitely your starter that's going. Everything else looks fine. Your battery checked out fine. Everything looks cool. It's your starter. So I called up my husband and I said, call Mike, have Mike come pick you up, meet me over at Goodyear, because that's where we've had our car repaired for a while. They've been pretty good to us, and we feel they're giving us a pretty fair price for some of the stuff that we've had them work on in the last couple of years for our car. So I drove it over to Goodyear. My husband put his keys in the overnight box, and we left the car there. And Thursday, for Thanksgiving, we were going over to our friend's house that we've been spending Thanksgiving with for like 20 years. Give me just a second. I need to take a sip. I'm drinking Kroger Real Sugar Cola Time Soda. It's like Coke. It's their version of Coke, but it's real sugar Coke. I like real sugar Coke. Thank you. So, anyway, we called up our friends. We said, hey, listen, you know, our car just broke down. We have no way to start it. We could probably get it to your house and maybe get it home, but we'd rather not drive our car if at all possible. So our friend James, he said, fine, sure, great. I can pick you guys up. No problem, and I'll take you guys back home. So the plan was, my husband, in the meantime, had called Goodyear and had told them that we were going to drop the car off. They said they might be able to look at it Friday or Saturday. They didn't know for sure if they could look at it Friday. They could for sure look at it Saturday. So we were going to be without a car. Because we really didn't think, with me having Friday off, we didn't think we were going to necessarily need a way to get around. Because, you know, we really didn't need to do a whole lot of shopping, and we could just do everything when we got our car back on Saturday. But while we were at our friend's house enjoying Thanksgiving, Dylan had talked to his brother up in Cleveland, and his brother, you know, his brother's kind of handy and is a bit of a handyman, works on cars, does all kinds of things, and he said, well, if you go get it and get it home, because I can come down Friday sometime during the morning and fix the starter for you, if that's all it is. Dylan's like, well, okay, sure. So he talked to James, and James agreed to take us back to Goodyear, help us get the car started, and help us get it home. And so we were sitting there just kind of, you know, figuring out what the heck we were going to do. And my sister-in-law contacts me. She used to be married to Dylan's brother, Sean. But they've since divorced, and he's remarried now. And she's still living here in Columbus, and we still call her our sister-in-law, even though she's not necessarily related anymore. But she sends us a text message, a group text message, and she says, Tina posted on Facebook about your car issues. I hear you guys might be looking for another car. She goes, I'm looking to sell my PT Cruiser. Would you guys be interested in buying it? We're like, Okay, so we started asking some questions. It's the same year as our car. It's a limited edition one. It is blue on the bottom and cream on the top part. So it's like blueberry something. I don't know. Blueberry cream pie or something. But it's a limited edition PT Cruiser Turbo. It's a 2005. My sister got it, and she's had it for about 3 years now. She hasn't put very many miles on it, but it's got about 60,000. Our Ford Taurus that crapped out on us has over 150,000. So we were kind of thinking about it, and we're like, well, we replaced the starter in the car now. Chances are likely it's more and more and more and more and more things are going to start happening to it. Like, we know that the bottom of our Ford Taurus is rusting out. We've already had to put in a couple of metal plates on the driver's side floor panel area, like where my feet would rest when I'm driving, because it completely rusted a hole. There's a hole in there about that big, so we had to cover up the hole, and it's starting to do the same on the passenger side, and it's just rusting out. It's getting old. Chances are likely, you know, we're gonna have to start fixing more and more stuff. So we're like, well, okay. So we found out, you know, what she wanted for it. And yeah, so kind of unexpectedly, my husband and I bought a new to us car yesterday. So we now own a 2005 PT Cruiser. And it's a nice car. It's really nice. It has heated seats, has a sunroof. The radio in the car has a CD player and a cassette player, which is really kind of nice. It's just all kinds of neat little bells and whistles. The guy that owned it before my sister-in-law babied the thing. He would wipe it down with like cloth baby diapers. I mean, really babied the thing. But he put custom pin striping on it, and there's little knobs and stuff that have jewel, like faceted jewel type things on them. I mean, he decked it out because it was his baby, and he took pretty good care of it. So I think it'll be a good car for us, hopefully. We will need to get an oil change soon because it was due for an oil change. But yeah, we're driving around a PT Cruiser, so I will attach some pictures at the end, so you can see it. We kind of like it. That's my cat Gur. She's sitting in a box on the floor, and she's just scratching and licking herself and just relaxing. So you might hear her make some noise every now and then. At least the stink bug isn't flying around my head. Sometimes he's attracted to the light, flies around my head. I really hate that, because if you try and smack at it, it'll feel threatened and it might stink. Yuck. So, I talked about work, I talked about Thanksgiving. Oh, our Thanksgiving dinner was really, really good. We played a couple of games with James and Liz and their daughter, Ricky. Ricky was home from college. She's going to Ashland University. She likes it a lot. So, this is her first year, and she's enjoying it immensely. Oh, sorry. Anyway, I got the car yesterday. We went to lunch with my sister-in-law and her roommate, and made the transaction, made the car swap, and everything's good. So we had a car. We went to our board game club, Columbus Area Board Game Society, last night, and we played a new game to us called Concordia, which is kind of an interesting game. I still don't quite understand the game, but I managed to pull out third place from out of 5 players, coming way from behind. I don't know how I managed to do that, but apparently I did. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera. Yeah, so we played that, and we also played a game of Hacienda. Hacienda is a game that's been around for a little bit, but yeah, we played Hacienda and Concordia last night. And Thursday, at our friend James and Liz's house, we played a game called Halford's Bazaar, or Halford's Grand Bazaar, excuse me. It's from Rather Dashing Games. If any of you are familiar with Ghost Hunters, the TV show, you probably are familiar with Grant Wilson and the other gentleman that used to host the show with him. Grant Wilson has since left the show, and he has started a game design company with a guy by the name of Rich, and he does a lot of the artwork for it. He's kind of an artist, so he does a lot of the artwork, and they promote their games at game conventions. There's one here in town in June called Origins, and he has been at Origins for the last 4 or 5 years, and I've gotten the chance to talk with him and get to know him a little bit. So anytime he sees me now, you know, I always walk up, he always gives me a hug, and we talk for a little bit. But Halford's Bazaar, or Halford's Grand Bazaar, is a new game from his company that came out at GenCon this year. GenCon is a game convention that's held in Indianapolis, Indiana, sometime in August. We don't go to GenCon. It's 2 or 3 times the size of the one here in Columbus called Origins. But we really like Origins because, you know, it is just board games. 4 or 5 days of board games, 24/7. We really like it a lot. So that's our big thing. But I got to know Grant. And this year I happened to win a copy of Halford's Grand Bazaar before it came out. And then after it came out at Gen Con, they shipped me my copy. So we played that on Thursday. That was fun. It's a little different when you have to learn the rules by reading them, but it was a good game. Really liked it. I will actually post the Rather Dashing website down below. I will, if I remember, I will also post the website to Origins Game Fair down below, if you're so interested. And I don't know what else. Oh, and probably the Cabs board game stuff. If you're local to Ohio, or if you know of somebody coming into Ohio, you can take a look at our meeting schedule and see if you're into board games like we are. Maybe you can stop in some Saturday and play some board games with some local Columbus area people. We're a great group of people. There's over 400 members. Over 100 get together once a week. We meet on the first and third Friday and the second and fourth Saturday of the month. They're just wrapping up tonight the After Turkey Day thing that started about 9 or 10 o'clock yesterday morning, ended about 2 or 3 overnight, started back up about 9 or 10 this morning, and is still going on right now. So if you're interested in local board gaming, give us a chance if you happen to be in Columbus at any given time on a Friday or Saturday. So today, because we didn't have a car, we didn't get to go to Target like we normally do on Thanksgiving. We didn't go to Michael's like we normally do. I asked my husband, I said, once we got the car started, I can drive you over to Target and sit in the car and wait for you. And he's like, no, it's more fun with you. So, oh goodness, I don't know why I'm yawning. It's only 7:50. But he said no. He said, we don't really need anything at Target. We need to save up our money anyway. So let's just head home. I'm like, okay, great. So we headed home and I stitched. So I stitched on Wednesday night because we didn't have a car to do anything with. And I knew we didn't have a lot of money. I stitched on Wednesday night. I stitched on Let It Snow by Stitchrovia. The one that I'm changing the border on. I have decided to change the border and adjust it to make it symmetrical. So I am doing that. I'm in the process of working on the border. I worked on it Wednesday night. I worked on it Thursday morning while I was watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade before our friend James picked us up about 11:30 to go to their house. When I got home Thursday night, I stitched some more on it. And then Friday morning, as I was waiting for my sister-in-law to pick me up for lunch in our new car, our new to us car, I stitched some more on it. So I will show you that here in a few minutes. But I did stitch, so I have some progress to show on that. And today, for Small Business Saturday, I made a point to stop by my local needlework shop, Cross My Heart, in Columbus, Ohio. It's in Kenny Center. I can post their website below for you too. I did stop by my cross stitch store. I haven't been there in about 2 weeks. I'm missing my Wednesday stitch group. Sorry, I'm adjusting the camera a little bit. My laptop table. I'm missing the Wednesday stitch group the next couple of weeks because next week is Tech Week for the church play that we're doing on the December 9th. And Bell Choir is also playing at church on Sunday, December 10th. So next week is Tech Week. I'm missing the stitch group that week. I'm missing the stitch group this week because of roller derby. It's our scrimmage night and our league meeting night, so I have to be there. But the week after, the 13th, my friend Vicky and I are going to go back to the Wednesday night stitch group. But I wanted to make a point of stopping in Cross My Heart today for Small Business Saturday to kind of support them. And my husband said, I'm giving you a budget of $40. You can spend up to $40. And it was nice. It was a nice visit. They had apple cider and Rice Krispie treats and just some snacks and just some special things for us, and it was good. They weren't too busy when I was in there. In fact, I think there was only 3 of us in there when I was there. but it was nice. I took a couple of patterns with me to buy the floss for. The Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler for 2017. It's that long one with all the bands in it that they still have to release the December one. I took that with me, but I didn't get any fabric for it. I was mainly looking for fabric this time. I didn't get any fabric for it because I'm still not entirely sure what floss colors I'm going to use. If I'm going to use one type of floss, if I want 40 count, 28 count, 32 count, 36 count. I don't know what count I want. So, and I don't even know what colors I'm going to use for the floss. I don't know if I'm going to use one color for each of the month's bands. So there's like 12 colors of floss. I don't know if I'm going variegated. I don't know if I'm going with a color scheme. I have no idea. I just printed them off. I have the patterns except for the December one. And I figure when I get ready to start it sometime next year, I'll pick out the fabric for it. But, so I have that. The parasol, the painting parasols one that I showed you from Pin Stitch. Let me show you. It's this one. I took this pattern with me, if you remember this. I took this with me because, as you remember, this came with blue Aida, and I don't like Aida. So I took this with me to get fabric for it today, to look at the fabric. And I actually found a piece of linen. I'm not terribly thrilled. Well, linen doesn't bother me. It's just I was hoping to find like an even weave or something that would be softer, because the linen that I found is going to work for it, and it's a pretty blue, but it's very stiff. But I'll show it to you. So here's the linen I got. It's packaged. Here's the sticker from Cross My Heart. It is a 32 count linen. It is called Sea Spray. This was originally cut by them for the Renaissance Mermaid, but I'm buying it. It's an 18 by 25 piece. It's an 18 by 25 piece of Sea Spray linen. And I think this is going to be really pretty. So yeah. Oh, and when I came home tonight, I got my sewing machine out and serged the fabric. But yeah, so this is an 18 by 25 piece of linen. Yeah. So yeah, 18 by 25 piece of linen. In Sea Spray, that's the color. It's the color blue. Sea Spray. Hold it up like this, double-sided. So you can see Sea Spray. It's not mottled or anything, it's just a solid color. But it's close enough to the blue Aida. It's actually a little tad darker than the blue Aida that was in it. But I think it'll be really pretty. I don't know if you can see the floss. Yeah, I put all the floss in baggies. But yeah, I mean, the colors I think are just going to pop on this. And now the other bummer part about this is that the piece of linen is 18 by 25. For the it's supposed to be for 32 count. I'm going to be doing it 2 threads over 2, most likely. For 32 count, the piece should have been roughly 20 or so by 25, give or take. 20 by 25 should be the piece. This is 18 by 25, so I'm losing an inch on either side. I think I'm going to be okay. I'm going to start from the middle at the bottom. So I'm going to take the pattern. Sorry about that. I'm going to take the pattern here. I'm going to start down here at the bottom. Because this is solid stitching all the way up here, except for this little bit here. Some of the blue shows through, and then of course in the corners there's no stitching there. That's all fabric. But I'm going to start down in the bottom corner. So I'm going to go in 2 inches from one side. I'm going to grid is what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to grid the fabric, at least for the bottom. so I can find the exact middle of the fabric and try and center it as best as I can, because I'm only going to have 2 inches of fabric on either side and about 3 inches top and bottom. So my plan is to grid the fabric when I get ready to start, and or at least the bottom of the fabric, and kind of go from there. But I don't know if you can see this really well. I mean, there might be too much glare on the floss bags for this, but yeah. I didn't have the flosses with me. I mean, I don't know if you can see, you know, I mean, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but yeah. This is the floss that came with the kit. I don't know what kind of floss it is. It seemed pretty okay to me. But yeah. I don't know. So I'm just going to use the floss that came with the kit, because it also doesn't have DMC numbers with it, so I wouldn't know like what floss to pick. It might be anchor floss. I have no idea. So, oh, anyway, pardon me for a minute. So anyway, I finally got the fabric for my parasol piece that I'm going to do. This is going to be one of my new starts for 2018. I don't know if I'm doing like any of the Stitch Mania starts, like, you know, a new start every month, a new start. I'm not doing a new start every day. Whoops. But this is going to be one of my new starts for 2018. So, oh, that's not the one that goes in here. Okay then. I put that back in. No, I didn't put that back in my bag. What happened to it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So anyway, I kind of forgot my train of thought. Sorry about that. We give my bag. I lost my train of thought. But anyway, so that is going to be one of my new starts for probably sometime in 2018. Sorry about the noise. I'm just trying to get this shoved back into my project bag. My wonderful Daiso Japan little project bags that I got. I really should have picked up more of these when I was out in California. I need to have my mom stop by and get me some Daiso bags. I wish they came in the slightly bigger size, but this is actually really nice. Alright. So, that is the one thing I got. Also, you guys probably know the Glendon Place design. Fudgy Mint Mousse, I believe is the name of it. Do I have it over here? Yes. Fudgy Mint Mousse. You guys probably know this design. Remember I got this last week. I stopped at my Stitchy store, my local needle workshop, picked this up. I ordered the dinky dies that goes with it. You'll have to excuse my little post-it note here. The post-it notes on the inside of the bag. But I ordered the dinky dies. It calls for natural cockadoo, iron bark, blue ice, evergreen, and fudgy mint mousse. So I ordered the dinky dies floss for this today as part of Small Business Saturday. So hopefully this will come in. Once I get the floss colors in, I'm probably not going to do this on the called for fabric. This calls for Fog 28 count hand dyed casual linen provided by Picture This Plus. I am probably going to do it on a white. I don't think I'll do it on an off-white or an antique white, because I don't think the colors will pop as much on this, but I'm going to do it on white, and it's probably either going to be even weave or linen when I do it. And I'm not sure. It calls for Mill Hill beads, so I'm probably going to do it on at least 32 count, maybe 28 count. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. But when I get the dinky dies floss in for this, I'll probably order or buy the fabric, because I'm probably not going to start this right away. But I don't have too many Dinky Dyes floss. I don't have the Dinky Dyes floss that this calls for, that's for sure. I have 3 of the 4 Mill Hill colors in my Mill Hill storage, but I need another pack of one of them, and I need to buy 2 packs of the one I don't have. So I have a little bit of Mill Hill beads, but I did order the Dinky Dyes floss for this today, so that is good. And then I don't have the other kit out here, but if you remember, I ordered an anchor kit off of eBay that has a Japanese lady with some cherry blossom trees on it, and it came on mint green Aida, or with mint green Aida and anchor floss. So I went, while I was at Cross My Heart today, I ordered fabric, replacement fabric for the Aida that came in the kit, because I am not going to stitch on Aida. I don't like stitching on Aida, but I'm going to keep a hold of this green Aida though for a little bit. Anyway, I was going through the Picture This Plus stuff. The local cross stitch store didn't really have any greens that would go with the pattern, and I had the floss there with me. So I pulled out some of the skeins of anchor floss that were in there, and I started looking through their Picture This Plus catalog that they have with the little fabric samples, and I nailed it down to 2 or 3 that might work. One of the colors was jade. Jade is really pretty, but one of the light greens in the background, in some of the grass, was just gonna kind of fade away if I use that color. And there's another color that I settled on called Gossamer. Now, if you haven't seen Gossamer from Picture This Plus, it's kind of a green and yellow mottled kind of blended thing, and it was stunningly beautiful. So I pulled out a couple of the pinks, I pulled out a couple of the greens, because you know the pinks are in the cherry blossom trees, so they're going to be surrounded by it. And the colors were stunning on this little bit of sample. So I ordered 28 count, I believe. 28 count Gossamer from Picture This Plus in Lugana. So it's hopefully going to come. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know how long it'll take to get here, because I ordered it through my local needlework shop, and you know it can take them a little bit to be able to get it. But hopefully when it comes in, I'll kind of do a little bit of a mini floss toss for you and show you just how pretty the colors of this thing are going to be for this Asian thing. So I'm doing Gossamer, Picture This Plus fabric for the Anchor Asian Geisha kit that I bought not that long ago and showed you guys. I'm sorry I don't have it out here. I put it away. I should have just left it out here, but yeah, and I'm not going to take some time to go dig it out, because I kind of actually want to stitch. Would any of you, like, for those of you that do Stitch With Me videos, do you usually just show your stitching, or do you show yourself stitching with your stuff and not really focus on your work? Or do you only focus on your work and talk, or what? I mean, can I just like sit here, turn this a little bit, put my apparatus here and stitch and talk and look and just stitch and talk and maybe have something playing like on the TV or something, and would that be okay? Like, you know, music or something? I don't know. Would you guys want to see that? I don't know. I'd kind of like to show you. Oh, but speaking of which, stitching anyway, I would actually be interested in doing a couple of Stitch With Me videos. I've watched a few and they're kind of cool and I like stitching to them. But I don't know if you guys would be interested in stitching with me. And I've thought about doing Flosstube live, like live YouTube video, but I don't know if people would watch that. So, if you can, leave me some comments below. A little bit of housekeeping before I show you my progress on Let It Snow. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, commenting, leaving me thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Just thank you. My subscriber numbers have shot way up. I'm still due for a giveaway at some point. I have some things that I can give away. Ooh. Excuse me. It's only 8 o'clock. I'm getting tired. And we're going on 40 minutes. Look at that. I've been talking a lot. So anyway, yeah, so I'm kind of due for a giveaway. But it might be a week or two before I can get to it because next week's going to be really busy. We're also going to my in-laws' house in West Virginia this weekend in our new car. So I'm hoping to get more stitching done. I'm also hoping to go to Pat Catan's when I'm down there. I'm interested to see, I've heard they have supplies for diamond painting. I don't know if you guys know what that is. That's kind of a new thing that's going on right now. I'd kind of like to see what they have as far as supplies for diamond painting, because I have 2 kits coming my way for Christmas that I will show you when I get them. It'd probably be on Christmas Day if I do it. But yeah, we're going to see the in-laws again this weekend in the new car, or new to us car, and yeah. So I'm hoping to stitch this weekend. It's going to be fun. But we're also busy at work, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But next week is tech week, so I'm super busy. I may get another video this next weekend. I don't know yet. It really kind of depends. So yeah, I'm probably about one a week now. But if you want me to do a stitch with me video, great. I will do one. And if you want me to do it live, I'll do it live too. Yeah, so that's all about that. Anyway, I just kind of lost my train of thought. Again. Yay. Train of thought. So. Family's doing good. Everything's doing good. Work's a little busy again. Roller derby's starting to ramp back up. Rookies are starting to skate. They're starting to scrimmage with everybody. The rookie class this year for Ohio roller derby is looking really good. Hopefully that means that we can get ranked a little higher this year and this coming year and actually go to Division 1. I've been watching Survivor. I finally caught up on that. That is one of my favorite things. I need to find a way to figure out or to track how who I've watched on Flosstube, because I don't know how or who I've watched, how much I've watched, blah 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 blah. I have a dorky male cat, and I would show you my couch, but there's stuff all over my couch. My cat is laying on his back. He's got his legs both of his legs flayed out like this, and he's just laying there snoring, just like a cat. So yeah, the other thing I did the last couple of days is my planner. I don't know if you remember me talking about my passion planner. It's my planner that I take with me everywhere. I've been kind of doing what's called memory planning or whatever, where you use stickers and washi tape and all kinds of stamps and, you know, all kinds of things to decorate your planner with every week. I usually put themes to my week, like color themes. I'll show you. So this is my 2018 passion planner. It is the blush. You can see it's pretty thick. It's pretty well loved. You can see that it's pretty well loved. Lots of washi tape. This is my planner for 2018. I will go to this week. Doop, doop, doop. So this is this week in my passion planner. So you can see this. This is all the stuff going on this week. You can see here I stitched. Planning on stitching tonight. Haven't put anything in it for tomorrow. But here's the TV shows. You know, here's what we did on Thanksgiving. This was my week. You can see I put in and we bought a new car. Um, so yeah, this is my passion planner. This is this week. The washi tape I used is bakery goods. It's like cookies and stuff. And some of these stickers, like the pumpkins and the turkey and little casserole dish and stuff, were some of those dollar sticker books that you can buy from like Joann's or whatever, the Doris stickers. And then I just used Crayola Super Tips. This is a dark brown. This is a darker brown. But I kind of finished out the rest of the year. This next week is my last fall theme. I use fall washi tape. I've kind of planned out my week a little bit. You can see here I've got you know, different things going on. I'll be out of town. Different tracky things. You know, I got like a water tracker up here. These little dots are for work. You get paid here. That kind of thing. I started Christmas countdown. So this would be Thursday. Thursday, 25 days to Christmas. It's counting down. The 25th day before Christmas. So the countdown started. And then, so this is December. So I was filling this out earlier this week. This is my December monthly layout. More washi tape, more Crayola color tips in red and green. This is the following week. This is going to be gray. I haven't decided if I'm going to use red in it at all, but I have this like red and gray Christmas trees. I'm not an Ohio State fan, so it's not Ohio State. The days of the week are here. You can see I covered up the normal days of the week because I made this a Monday start instead of a Sunday start. But these are stamps that I have. And you can see I use my water tracker stamp again. Put this back up there before it falls down. This is the week after. I added washi tape and countdown stickers for Christmas. These little round ones are countdown stickers for Christmas. This is the week after. This is the week of Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. I put little Santa and sleigh stickers. I haven't filled it out yet. Don't know what color I'm using. Probably green. Then this is Christmas week and New Year's week. So this would be Christmas Day and this would be New Year's Day. So this is what I did. I used gold over here. You know, it's going to be red, green, and gold for the pending New Year. And then this last week is, the last week in this planner is actually going to be my first week in my new planner. So you can see I put New Year. C, 2018 planner. But, so anyway, this is my planner for the rest of the thing. I still have to add stamps and color and ink and everything, but you get the idea. That's kind of what I'm doing with my planner. This is the other thing I kind of work on the side. For 2018, I don't know if I showed you my purple one. It's kind of buried right now, otherwise I'd show you. But my 2018 one, I'm starting to add stuff to it already. I have a sticker book that I'm getting for Christmas that I will be able to use the weekend of Christmas to start working on some of the stuff in my 2018 planner. But yeah, this is my passion planner. You got lots of stuff in here. So that's kind of the other thing I've been doing. This is another week. That's February. Here's a week in February, just to show you some of the stuff that I've been doing with it. Oh, here's another week. Just various stuff. Another week. Here's a particularly busy. Oh, this is my succulent week. I use my succulent washi tape and some scrapbooking things, and yep. So this is kind of what I do with my planner. Here's a purple week. You can see everything's in purple. Stickers, whatnot. Here's this week again, Thanksgiving. So yeah, I've been working on that, been getting that. A little excited to start 2018. Looking forward to seeing what it brings. Also looking forward to wrapping up 2017. It's been a pretty good year. It ended up better this year than last year ended up, work-wise. So yeah. Anyway, wow, this is 50 minutes. Alright, so, real quick, let me show you an update on Let It Snow. So I'm doing Let It Snow on 28 count even weave. I don't know the color, but you can see I got the some of the border done up at the top. I got the border done all the way down to the side. This is the corner that was in a stitch or two on the actual model. This is the corner up here that needed to be fixed as well. So this corner, this side up here was only 15 stitches from the end of here to here. This side is 16 stitches from the end of here to here. So I added another stitch here, which also means down here I'm going to have to bump it out. But down here, this little corner motif was actually 2 stitches in from the border. So I moved it back out. I'm stitching some of this snow down here. There was also another stitch here. So like up here at the top, there's this row here all by itself. There's a row of that all the way down on either side, and also at the bottom. So that's what I'm working on. That is Let It Snow, and that's just a little needle minder from Cross My Heart, my local cross stitch store. And this is B5200, DMC B5200. So, and I've just used felt on my Q-snap to hold this in. But yeah. So I'm working on it down here. Let It Snow. This is part of the border and then little snow. There's a little pond of skaters down here. So that's what I've gotten. That's how far I've gotten on Let It Snow. So I have decided that I am fixing the border on this. It was going to drive me nuts if I just left it. So yeah, fixing the border. There you have it. Let's see if I can get that up. There you have it. Ta-da! I haven't started anything on Stone Hearth Hutch. I did put it in my Q-snaps, however. Pardon me. I did put it in my Q-snaps. Oh, one of the other things I wanted to show you before I show you Stone Hearth Hutch. So, in the pond of Let It Snow, there's a pond here, like a skating pond. It's froze over. I'm going to see what it's like to use this DMC, I think it's effects, crystal effects or something. You can see it's kind of shimmery. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? It's kind of shimmery. This is E3747. I got 2 skeins of it. But I'm going to try and use that on the pond. It doesn't call for it. The pond is just the same color as the background fabric. But I think to make it a little more to make it a little more shimmery, I'm going to use this on, I might try and use this on it when I get there. I don't know. I got this at Michael's yesterday. I didn't know my DMC was going to be on sale so drastic, and I don't know if this stuff is included in their sale. But yeah, I got this Light Effects. I think it's called Light Effects stuff. But I got 2 skeins of it. I'm going to add it, probably add it to the Let It Snow. So not only am I fixing the border for myself, I'll probably be adding a little shimmery stuff to the eyes. Maybe I'll add it to the snow instead. I don't know. Maybe I won't add it at all. I don't know. So this is just something I got to add to this. Alright. So we have that. Oh, just dropped in the bar. Alright, so Stone Hearth Hutch. I got it into the scroll frame. Come on out of there. Got it into this scroll frame. And just to see where I was at, and how big of a scroll frame to use, I actually gridded, made lines up the fabric to see how tall it was going to be. And this is going to be about right there, tall. And out this way, it's going to be about right to that line right there, that vertical line right there, wide. and then out here somewhere. So this is actually going to show the whole piece. Stonehearth Hutch, the actual pattern in the magazine, is full coverage, actually. And so this was originally my first full coverage piece that I ever started. Not going to be my first full coverage piece that I ever finished, because I have a Heaven and Earth design that I finished. And I have another Heaven and Earth design that I'm working on that's also, you know, most Heaven and Earth designs are full coverage. But this would be the actual first full coverage piece I would have ever started. Not realizing that. So in case you guys have forgotten, this came out of the Just Cross Stitch. This was from the Just Cross Stitch. December 1998. This pattern is the one I'm doing. Got a little bit of this area down here done so far. It's Thomas Kincaid. This is my favorite Thomas Kincaid pattern, by the way. But yeah, this whole thing is stitched. There isn't a part of this that isn't stitched. So, but yeah, I'm just doing it on a white linen. But yeah, I just have it framed. I haven't actually started working on it yet. This is probably coming out sometime this week. Depending on how sick I get of working on Let It Snow. But this is probably coming out sometime this week. But you can see that I've gotten just a little bit done on the bottom. Anyway. Alright, y'all. This is going on about an hour. Sorry about the length of it. No, I guess I'm not sorry. It's good talking to you guys. I have a lot of links I need to add to the bottom. If I forget one, let me know, and I'll put it either in the comments or edit the links. But this is it for a little while. It might be it for this week. It might be it for 2 weeks. It kind of just depends on how busy I'm this week, whether or not I upload another video or not. I may upload one at my in-laws. It just all really depends. So, hope you guys have a very good week. I hope you guys enjoy the after Thanksgiving festivities. I hope you get all your Christmas shopping done. I hope you get all your Christmas gifts completed. I hope you get all your gifts wrapped. I hope you get all your baking done. I hope you get all your decorating done. I don't know when we're going to start. And I don't know how much baking I'm going to do. Because our holiday party, we normally host... My husband and I normally host a holiday party for about 30 of our friends here at our house. And in years past, it has been sometime between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Well, the last 2 or 3 years, we've held it in January. And it has worked out so much better. It's easier on us. It's less stressful for us. You know, most of the other people that we invite don't have other parties they're trying to go to and make. So yeah, so we'll be doing that sometime in January, and getting ready for that. I have a couple of more Lego sets to put together for my Christmas Lego village that I could show you guys as soon as we get it set up. We have to measure, we were going to do that. We have to measure for more shelving where I'm going to put the Lego village, because it's not, the Lego village is not going to fit. Plus I have a train set now that I need to add to it. So I need more shelving to put up my Lego thing. Goodness. Oh, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, there's that. Maybe I need more caffeine. I don't know if this is caffeinated or not. Maybe I just need to go get coffee. But anyway, so, yeah, I have that to go. Oh, look, wrenching up on 60 minutes. Alright, so sorry this is late. Anyway, happy all the things, you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, and I'm sorry I don't have much stitchy news to share with you, but you kind of got the news. Again, I'll add pictures of my car, my new car. There's some other things I was supposed to show you guys. If I forget, just let me know in the comments, and I'll try and get some of the stuff attached, edited, whatever. Anyway, happy stitching, everybody. Buy all the things, get all the gifts, eat all the foods, bake all the things, share all the love. Just do it all. But maintain your sanity because it's important that you stay safe. Alright, I guess this is it for now. We'll try and make this about 60 minutes. It's going to be a little bit longer than that because of the pictures and stuff. But anyway, sayonara. Have a nice week or two. I'll catch you soon. Bye.